myself for a minute. I've been loving you, been loving myself for a minute. I've been loving you, been feeling myself for a minute. Ain't no one like me, ain't no one like me. Come around me, you see, come around me, you see, you see. Ain't no one like me, ain't no one like me. Come around me, you see, come around me, you see, you see. I see you looking at me, I see you looking at me, I see you looking at me, looking at me. Peekaboo. I see you looking at me, I see you looking at me, I see you looking at me, looking at me. Peekaboo. I've been loving you, been loving myself for a minute. I've been loving you, been feeling myself for a minute. I've been loving you, been loving myself for a minute. I've been loving you, been feeling myself for a minute. Ain't no one like me, ain't no one like me. Come around me, you see, come around me, you see, you see. Ain't no one like me, ain't no one like me. Come around me, you see, come around me, you see, you see. One time from side to side. One time from side to side to side. One time from side to side to side to side to side to side to side. Hold up. Yeah, I've been loving you, been loving myself for a minute. I've been loving you, been feeling myself for a minute. I've been loving you, been loving myself for a minute. I've been loving you, been feeling myself for a minute. Ain't no one like me, ain't no one like me. Come around me, you see, come around me, you see, you see. Ain't no one like me, ain't no one like me. Come around me, you see, come around me, you see, you see. Ain't no one like me, ain't no one like me. Come around me, you see, come around me, you see, you see. Ain't no one like me, ain't no one like me. Come around me, you see, come around me, you see.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, just everybody in the chat, everybody watching in the VOD, whoever is listening to our beautiful voices and watching those awesome games. I hope you're having a great evening. It is the middle of the week, and as usual, what a better way to start it off again with another Swiss derby, the first one for Babos. Not the first rodeo for us, but hey, maybe my beautiful co-host Moxie can tell you a little bit more about it. Moxie, how are you doing today?
Hello, not too bad. Hope you guys are all doing great as well. Indeed, it is going to be the second Swiss derby for us. We of course played Swiss Coast in the first week, if I am not mistaken.
Yes.
Fortunately, it didn't quite go our way, but you know, it was still a banger as always to watch. So let's see if we can, you know, grab this W, and actually a pretty important one as well. Not gonna lie, because we are standing in a, I would say, rough position right now with the 1-5 standing we have so far. Of course, there are a couple of games left. There's still 4 games left. So, you know, a lot can still happen. There's still 8 more potential wins, you know. Yeah, so we'll have to see if the boys can do it today. But a very important game. And hopefully, yeah, they can close it out.
Hell yeah. That is the spirit. We need a few more of those W's. That is the goal of today. And honestly, looking at the... I might give the... FX and cost ready. I'm gonna give that one real quick. If we look at the upcoming matches on the Prime League website, we have matches against Roar, against InSport, and against Ace Gaming Spades. And if we then look at the group itself, we will actually realize that I think all of those are technically winnable, you know? You said it's like 8 potential wins. and like the last opponent was pretty rough, you know. Let's be honest here.
Yep.
Devizen, they looked super strong, and they are like it's not even close. They are first in the group for a reason, with a ton of wins. But I feel like all the other teams, they look really beatable. And if we also keep in mind that one game against Devizen was like so close, it was basically won at 5 different points in the game. I'm still a little bit sad when I think about it, but if we have close games like that against the best team in the group, hey, that means today we can of course grab 2 victories if the boys are on fleek. And if they can do it, well, we will see it, because we can jump into the draft right now.
Yeah, so the most unfortunate thing for today's match is that for now at least, Babos is a big question mark, a big shot in the dark, as they have not played any games. This is literally their first match.
Wait, what?
This group. They are still at 0-0, at least on the website. So, you know,
no way.
We don't really know yet. Like, we have no info to play on, basically. While they have at least 3 of our match days to, you know, analyze, watch, etc. That's a bit of the I want to say rough part of this match, right? So we have to see. It's hard to predict how strong Babos is, right? That's the main question. But as you said, most teams that are yet to face are definitely beatable. InSport is looking really strong though. So is Ace Gaming. Both of them have played 1-1 against the Bison, so you know they're at least a force to be reckoned with, but winnable force for sure. We'll have to see. But yeah, today's important, especially again as we don't really know the level of Babos, but we will see today.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can end today on 3-5. You know, that would at least put us in joint third, I guess. Yeah, in joint third.
Exactly. And you see it as well. If you are 3-5, you are already in the joint third. So again, it is a tough group. And talking about tough group though, it also means, you know, instead of talking about a group of teams, what if we talk about a group of champions? What if we talk about 5 champions to be more exact on the blue side and 5 champions on the red side? Now, a few of those have already been picked. And I think I mentioned it personally. I am a big Rumble enjoyer right now. I mean, I don't play him myself, but I think he is super, super strong. But of course, we already have some answers and a really strong first pick. Moxie can tell you a bit more about it. The Karma, really high on the priority. And to add, we have Kog'Maw. We have seen it in the mid lane. So it could be ADC, it could be mid. We have Jarvan, I think that is really solid. And then of course we cannot forget the Orianna. So Moxie, how do you like the draft so far?
Yeah, for now, I mean, Babos Gaming banning out 2 AP top laners and picking kind of the third one themselves with the Rumble. Of course, Rumble doesn't specifically have to go top lane. But as Orianna is picked, it is most likely going to be top lane. It can technically still be support, but that would be... I would be surprised, especially... I'm not sure. On the other hand, of course, we have the Karma, Kog'Maw, and Jarvan, as you spoke of, right? For now, technically, with our boys at least, all 3 of those are still flexible. We know Inspire can literally play all 3 of them in the mid lane. We can put Karma support, we can put Kog'Maw ADC and mid lane, we can put Jarvan jungle and mid lane. Yeah, so for now, very flexible. I don't know how the jungle matchup between Jarvan and Nocturne is, if that is good or not. I think it did. I cannot remember. You gotta help me out here, Alison. Did against what pick did Inspire play Jarvan in the playoffs? Was it into Orianna? Or was it into something else? I actually was it into Ahri, right? I think.
It was into Ahri, yes.
Okay,
Was into Ahri.
Again, yep. I would not be surprised to see the Jarvan go mid here. Again, not surprised, but also I think the Jarvan is just a pick to kind of deny the Jarvan Rumble and Jarvan Orianna, because it is a strong combo, right?
Yeah.
But we have to see where things go. For now, everything is very flexible. While the last bends are coming through, a little bit of supports on the side of Foxnyr and 2 AD carries and a support technically with the Ashe right on both sides.
I'm just reading chat.
Another support gone.
Yeah, nobody likes supports in here because, well, they are the obvious open role right now, so might as well ban out some of those. And on the other hand, Henkindu has made quite a name for his Jhin, and this will get banned out as well. Now, you did talk about the jungle matchup, and I can talk about that real quick. Both junglers have a different job there. I said it. That's the jungle matchup, honestly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Nocturne wins most 1v1s, funnily enough, just because he has this endless AD steroid with his... basically, he has a free BF sword through all the early trades, and that is kind of crazy. Of course, you need to hit your Q, but in the Dusk Trail, you are just... Yeah, like 1k gold ahead, just naturally. So if you just have two champions auto-attacking each other, then Nocturne is usually pretty happy about that. But yeah, Jarvan doesn't even want to duel him. I think way more important is to look at the lanes, because you have a Rumble. Of course, he can be quite annoying, but hey, you can also try to gank him. You have Orianna. She's immobile as heck. Yeah, she can speed herself up a little bit, but it's not like, I don't know, an Orianna... You know, no dashes, just a classic control mage. Now, bot lane, we don't really see that lane yet, but I think with a Xayah, with the feathers, Rakan, every lane so far looks kinda gankable to me.
Yeah, and this does mean that it is going to be Karma top lane for Darky, actually.
Oh, yes!
Ban out two AP top laners, pick the Rumble, but it is going to be an AP top lane counter with the Karma. So, I mean, the flex thing, you know, it kind of worked. I called it, kind of, technically, sort of. The one place I didn't call the Karma, but whatever. Yes, we...
Karma jungle, bro. Let's go.
I mean, I was a bit sad. I was hoping to see the Smolder, you know, Henkindu hovered it for a short second. But it's going to be the Xayah, of course, one of the few ADCs that is, I wouldn't say completely fine against Nocturne, but, you know, feels a bit more relaxed against a Nocturne, let's say that way, with the Featherstorm, of course. Syrakan overall, really strong. Jenna together with Kai'Sa, not the pairing you usually see or you usually really want to have, I guess, if you play Kai'Sa, right?
Yeah.
And you cannot really go for a hybrid / AP build this game either, as you are really AP heavy. And of course, you have the Nocturne, right? But the Nocturne will never... should never really be like a hyper carry. He's usually more of a bruiser champ, right? He just stalls basically,
and he falls off really hard. We have to mention that as well.
Yeah,
right. It's like
exactly.
I mean, if you go like crit or something, then maybe he doesn't fall off. But I have never seen that in any of my games. And something I wanted to ask you real quick: do you think? Yeah. Like, I personally thought, hey, Nautilus is still open. He's like one of the best supports right now. They will 100% pick Nautilus. But no, it's the Jenna. Why is it the Jenna? You said it yourself. It's a weird pairing. Why Jenna against Xayah Rakan?
I mean, not gonna lie, I'm also kind of surprised. Especially as Babos is lacking engage a little bit. Their only real engage to have right now is the Nocturne ult, maybe paired with the Orianna with the shockwave, right? And then you have the I want to say Equalist from Legend of Korra. What's the Equalizer from Rumble? That's the one I was looking for. The Equalizer from Rumble, you can kind of engage with it, right? But they are lacking some engage. So I'm surprised. Of course, Jenna is good into Rakan because you kind of deny his engage, right? You can just yeet them away. But overall, I'm not too happy with that pick because I just think they are going to get hard outpoked by Karma and Kokma, both just spamming their abilities. And on the other hand, you have that Karma, you have a Rakan who will permanently shield everyone. Jarvan has his own shield. So, yeah, I think it looks, to me personally, just looking at the comps, it looks like a hard game to play for Babos. But of course, it also depends on how, you know, the game is played, how they are going to actually play their roles, right? We'll have to see if they are going to be able to deal with this. But yeah, to me, it looks pretty hard. If they don't get a nice Nocturne plus Orianna shockwave, I don't really see a way for them to like initiate and not just get perma Kokma spit on their face and Karma Qs in the face, you know. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what Babos thought with this pick.
I guess if you like looking at Babos' perspective, if you're early on the objective and Foxnyr has to walk through a choke, then yeah, like of course Karma can speed you up, But Kog'Maw, Xayah, they can still just, you know, they cannot go through a choke point, right? If they walk into the Orianna ball, or if they walk into, I don't know, a 5-man Janna Tornado, then yeah, it's super rough. But if we're just even in priority and stuff like that, I feel like we have a super good chance, right? So, but yeah, looking at that as well, you know, and we should be in-game soon. Some closing words, Moxie. Where do you think will the main carry of the games be? You know, who do we have to watch out for, and who will the jungler prioritize?
Actually hard to say in my opinion. To me, I think Kai'Sa needs to get ahead for sure. I think if Kai'Sa falls behind, it's gonna be really rough because she is gonna be their only, again, 80. Again, we have the Nocturne, right? So it's not quite that way.
Yeah, but no, I know what you mean.
You know, she's basically the only 80 champ for Babos. If she falls behind and Zerberus can kind of just build full MR, even Darky, you know, if he chooses to go a little bit of tankiness on that top lane Karma. I don't think he will, but you technically can do it, right? I think it will become really hard. And on the other hand, you kind of have multiple options because getting this Karma ahead will make it really obnoxious for Rumble to play the game, I think. Oh, we do have a little pause in the DC from top lane.
Yeah, I'm not there
I think
yet.
we can play around anything, and maybe getting Inspire ahead is nice too. You know, you have that extra little poke. If Kog'Maw can get this 1 or 2 item power spike, where his poke really starts to hurt, you know, then that is big too. But also, of course, getting Xayah ahead. I mean, again, their only engage, or Babos' only engage, is the Nocturne Orianna combo, right? And if Xayah ults that, Nocturne just dies. Like, there's no way he survives when he's in Xayah's face, especially with a Karma and the Rakan together with the Xayah. Yeah, hard to say for Foxnyr's side. On the other hand, I do think Babos need to get the Kai'Sa ahead.
Yeah, 100% agree there. If Gint has a good game, then he will look strong. But guys, with that, we are in-game, by the way. Still with this small mini break. But anyways, there we are. It is Babos with their first game of this Prime League season on the red side. And it will be Foxnyr standing their ground against the dogs on blue side. And I don't mean dogs in, like, you know, it's literally in their logo. So don't you come at me. Don't I hear a shitstorm or something. All I want to see is a feather storm from Henkindu to save himself from the shockwaves, from the follow-up from Timon's Nocturne, and stuff like that. And talking about weird stuff, Zerberus was spotted, I think, on the ward, right? And Nocturne will also be spotted in a second, so we are playing with completely open hands here.
Yeah, all the info for both junglers is known, as you said already. Question I do have about you know, it being Babos' first game is usually if you don't play until now, I mean it has been 3 weeks, right? Or it has technically been 4 weeks. Yeah, it has been 4 weeks. It usually means the time is the issue, right? It's not really the it should be time issue at least. So I'm wondering how much opportunity Bubble had to scrim and actually prepare, you know, because if you don't have time for official, that also kind of means you should not have that much time to scrim.
In theory.
So, yeah, again, in theory, of course, you know, you can technically also just move your match back to have more prep time, right? You have to see. But yeah, I'm excited so far. Inspire doing a good job poking out the Orianna in the mid lane.
Yep, indeed. Connie having a hard time here. But yeah, Moxie, now that you mention it, that's just a 500 IQ threat. Just move back every match and then you can scout all the matches that all the opponents played already and then react accordingly. Oh man, that's so stupid. Nah. Connie, oh my god, it almost put him to sleep, but not 100% dead, and that means, you know, knapp daneben ist auch vorbei, as we say in the German EM right now. And really important on top lane.
Going really well for Switzerland, you know, so...
Yeah. I'm a bit worried. Oh, no. I'm a bit worried for the Coggy though, because he himself is just as vulnerable as the Oriana. But talking about vulnerable, mentale Festung, in case you are not speaking German as well, it basically means mental fortress. So let's see if he actually earned his name or not, because the Jarvan wants to keep him busy already. Now, a little skirmish is probably going to happen here. Connie just taking so much damage here. Aggressive flash forward. Cerberus really deep now. Inspire with his W will find a lot of damage. How also here the supports. What is going on? It's 4 minutes, guys, and the party's already here.
I mean, you know, battle for Scuttle Crab, we know it. It's basically Lord of the Rings all over again. We fight for that Scuttle Crab until the bitter end. We do manage to take it. We get the trades, you know, Jarvan Flash, Oriana Flash, which, in my opinion, is always worth, because Jarvan
100%.
has mobility and Oriana doesn't. That's literally just as simple as that, right? Meantime, Darky getting burned a little bit. So far, so good.
Oh, nobody saw that, by the way.
No,
Rewind time.
Everything's fine.
No, nothing happened. It doesn't matter too much if that one Q does not really connect.
As long as he connects them onto mental fortress, then everything's fine.
Exactly.
Now, Dragon is up. I have to see if either team chooses to go for it. Both top laners still have their TPs up. Of course, it's still the weaker TP. I'm gonna, you know, the unchained, or the chained TP, whatever. I don't even know what it's called. Spire will spot Jenna here though, teasing, poking the Gromp, getting.
Wait, what is this? Weird stretch.
Quite some damage.
Yep.
Okay.
That's like 3 or 4 auto attacks from the ADC that he took there. Now Timon, he is thinking about contesting this one, throwing in his Q. Will he be able to get there in time? Nope, will not be able. Good shockwave though. Those are a lot of kills for the jungler from Babos. And of course we did get the dragon, but I don't think that is the result that we wanted here, Moxie.
Yeah, of course, Oriana moved a little bit later than the Kog'Maw, meaning she did get level 6 before Kog'Maw did. I think Foxnyr did not respect that case of that happening, because Inspire was still level 5, so they thought Oriana is still level 5 as well. Now Henkindo will actually be in trouble here, not level 6.
Yeah, tough one. Again, we do not want that to happen, but also, like, okay, let's be honest here. It's a 3k gold lead for Babos. That is really good, but so far it doesn't really feel like a 3k gold lead. Like, look at mid lane. Yeah, Connie is ahead in CS, is ahead in like kill participations, everything. But look at what Inspire is doing with him.
I love Kog'Maw, man. When he was like meta mid lane, I think season. When was it? Season 5, season 6, 7, somewhere around that ballpark. I played him a lot in mid lane. It was so fun. Full AP Kog'Maw. It's just so impressive. We did manage to get the Drake. Of course, we do trade a couple of life bars for it. Even though the bot lane one was very close, if Henkindo gets his level 6 there, or potentially maybe if he flashes away and forces Kai'Sa to step up. I'm not sure. Maybe something would have happened. But for now, we do also get the Void Grub, so we do get both objectives. And of course, yeah, so far so good. We are scaling pretty nicely. I think we do kind of outscale again with the poke matchup that we do have. So see how we can stay in this game. That's the big question.
Yeah, but like, how do you feel about that then? Okay, let's think about it that way. If for the next dragon, Babos has some something happening mid lane maybe? Never mind. Timon might decide to go in now, but he's really deep under the turret. Will it matter? Timon is slowed. He will take some damage from the tower and Inspire, but nope. It will not matter. But yeah, I mean this just reinforces my question right now. If... okay, very likely Babos will be on a full item when the next dragon spawns, and maybe Foxnyr is not on a full item, but if we just give up the objective and then play for the next dragon, it should be fine, right?
Yeah, so the good thing is about getting that first Drake is you made sure the game will go longer. As in the soul point will be delayed, right? Aho needs to be a little bit careful here. Drops quite low, but he's okay. He's okay. You managed to delay at least a soul point for one Drake, right? So technically you can give up 3 Drakes now to Babos without it actually being an issue. Mid lane actually.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, and he missed.
Oh, he really wanted to hit the living artillery there. But again, it's amazing how the Kog'Maw starts to work at level 6. And like Connie has no counterplay there really.
It is a hard matchup to play, it seems.
Oh, and Gindo is dropping super low. Timon also on the hunt onto bot lane, but I don't even think he will be needed. How can just get away out of there. Darky also getting burnt alive. This is more than just a light sunburn. This is literally a toaster. And he's right in it. I don't know, Moxie. I don't know.
Stepping up a little bit too much and Kindo feeling a little bit stronger than he actually is in that situation. It is of course still a Kaiser. Luckily How did manage to make sure that Janna got the kill, you know, at least we take those little wins, you know, you gotta take what you can get. In the meantime, top lane looking kinda rough for the Karma, but I think that it's just natural. Rumble is just a very, very oppressive champion to play against.
Yes.
As you said, the Kog'Maw slowly but surely getting the upper hand. The question though is of course still if Orianna lands a shockwave and Nocturne is around, will Inspire be able to survive that or not?
Well, he does have the flash right now, so the chances are not too terrible, but yeah. Like in general, if Nocturne gets ahead, it's a different beast to tackle compared to him being even or even dropping behind. Or let's put it that way, if he is ahead, it will just take longer and longer until he starts to fall off. He will fall off, like the pick is designed to fall off, right? But the question is, when will he fall off? Will he fall off before the soul is on the menu? Will he fall off before the first important turrets are gone? Those are the questions, but I still feel like Babos is kind of on a timer, even though so far they got a gold lead, so they are en route for their plan.
So Drake is up, the Grubbies are spawning in 25 seconds. The question is, will Babos choose to just trade Drake for 6 Grubbies, or will they actually be in time with Dragon to contest the Grubbies? It's also possible, of course. We do see Cerberus, quote-unquote, messing up his clear path, right? His golems are spawning, but he's running towards the Grubbies because he knows Babos will most likely go for that Dragon. If we can get 6 Grubbies there, that will be, you know, pretty good thing. Of course, to proc those Grubbies, you do need to get to the tower, and so far we have not had that much chance, and it looks like Nocturne will run up straight, hoping to potentially catch.
Oh, the combo is fitting in mid lane. The charm could be huge here, Inspire. He will die, but it was a super close one. But listen to me, guys. 2 ults used, and up here Cerberus getting the next objective. Teasing Connie. Also here Cerberus flashing away. But honestly, we kinda got what we want. We got our first kill, and we got the Void Grubby, so I say it's still alright. Oh, Gint on bot lane. TP is getting used now. The Kog'Maw Inspire is saying hello, Gint, and no flash, but still has barrier and also has a blast cone, so can't just run away there. Not too much happening there.
Yeah, we did get what we wanted. We got a kill on the Kog'Maw. I think a very important kill to get right there. Of course, unfortunately, he did fall right in the end. Now Hinkindu is caught off guard, potentially a little bit. Again, no ult. Flash and barrier, but it will not matter, unfortunately.
No, it will not. It will not. Oh man! I mean, we can say that much. They are not reading Babos correctly today. Like, Hinkindu obviously thought that Gint and Teasing are back in base, but nope. They came here to just take their present. And now I want to look at items real quick, Moxie. Give us some insights here.
So far, of course, Kaiser very far ahead of the Xayah. Has that static shift. Xayah, of course, has the Essence Reaver. Oh, actually,
Inspire in mid lane. He will get out, and that means no shockwave for... You know me. Okay, let's play the guessing game. 1 minute 30, I think? 1 minute 15 only? Right,
yeah. I wanted to say 70, goddammit.
But man, they're cool though. Like, Nocturne should have like 2 minutes at least. Yeah, 111, it's around 2 minutes. But Coney only having 75? Okay, that means that Shockwave is kind of expendable. You have it ready in 3 more waves. Okay, interesting.
At this point, you can kind of just spam it to wave here as well, or to, as you just saw, basically just poke out the Kog'Maw, poke out the poker. And now red buff is the next target. We don't have TP on Inspire, neither does Darky. Will we try to contest this red buff? I don't think we will. And Cerberus is looking for Gint here, no flash.
Yep. Okay, TP is also coming in from the Rumble, and Darkness is called as well. The Paranoia on bot lane. The Equalizer, just the entire party is here. Cerberus will die, and Kindu dead already in the double kill. And How with the Grand Challenge will get out of there. Grand entrance, excuse me, I'm all tired today. Teasing has to flash to get out, no hex flash, so that is a small win in my book.
Okay, so overall, I mean, we get the 1 for 2, right? It's not great, because we only get 1 and they get 2, of course. Did get the shutdown onto Henkindu at least. So overall, not too bad. We did manage to get the Rumble TP down, Nocturne ult, everything. So overall, not the worst trade to get there, in my opinion. It kind of depends what Inspire does here now.
Well, he's making Connie dance, that is for sure. Connie just wants to take the wave somehow. Now Teasing also joining, but our jungle Cerberus is also here. The Shockwave, just so much damage. And you cannot poke anymore. Connie will be so low, but Cerberus realizes it is a Jenna, and there is no way he can get past Teasing.
Really, really unfortunate. The good thing, actually, never mind. He swapped items. Inspire bought the my god, I forgot all the names of all the items. I don't play League for a month and it's all gone. The staff with the shield.
Seraphs?
Thank you very much. Holy moly. He bought the Seraphs, not sold it, but he, swapped it back. And now
he got a refund, So.
He got a refund. An interesting choice in here, though, because I think the Seraphs would actually be quite helpful, making sure he can survive that one shot from the Orianna.
Honestly, I feel like in the last situation, if his team is not outnumbering anyways, it's a bit like GA, right? If you dive in and you die, and then your team has to disengage, then GA does nothing, right? Then enemy team just kills you again. And I feel like if Inspire is getting hit by the Shockwave, like, of course he has better chances to survive it with a big shield, right? Don't get me wrong, but I think he feels like, hey, let's just not be out of position at all anymore, and let's just play it properly. Oh my god, the Shockwave was so good! What do you mean? That engage was so nasty. And yet, talking about it, I feel like Inspire plays it perfectly now. He needs to be out of range, he needs to just poke non-stop. And that is exactly how his build is looking. He just has to poke. Look at his damage! It is so much damage. Of course, he was basically playing 1v5 right now. But I feel like he can maybe carry this.
To be honest, it looks really hard. Of course, I still believe in the boys, but I have to be honest, and I'm gonna... not flame, but I have to be a bit harsh and direct here. I am not happy with how the boys are playing.
Yeah.
They are grouping up a lot. Like, of course, the Shockwave was nice, don't get me wrong. Like, it was a good Shockwave, but the way they got into position to get Shockwave there, both How and Tenkindu stood in front of Herald for no reason, because the Herald just boops you away and literally CCs you and does like quite some damage. And in the CC from Herald, they get shockwaved. So they both couldn't react to it. It feels like such a...
Yeah, in mid lane. Is this the choice that we want to make here? I don't know. We get the shutdown onto Darky. So, Cerberus getting out with his flash. Interesting turn of events here. We did trade evenly, and I think, honestly, we take those.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. We trade support for jungle. Always a worthy trade, especially when you get the 300 shutdown on top. And does go over to Darky. Darky for now the only one that has not been playing Grey Screen Simulator yet. So that is good for him. He's at his 2 items now. He's actually pretty strong. He's going for the full supportive build, it seems.
Dawncore and Moonstone Renewer, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. But I have to be honest again. Finishing my point from before, the boys need to wake up a little. Something, I don't know what's happened, but just something feels very off. I saw it the last couple of games already as well, and it doesn't seem to be going any better yet, at least. But yeah, again, I don't want to bash too much, right? The game is still very winnable, even though it is a 10k gold lead over to Babos. But in Inspire and Darky, we trust.
It's just the way they drafted, right? Now, it is really hard to play against Babos comp if Babos is ahead. That is 100% true, but I also feel like Babos had like better tools to get ahead, of course. You know, they have more engage with Nocturne, like just hit R and you are outnumbering. Talking about it, Nocturne jumping on top. Beautiful cancel their team on flashing forward though onto Cerberus. Cerberus just using the Cataclysm to at least make sure his team can get away. But still, another kill for Babos. How will this unfold? We need the Kog'Maw to deal the poke damage, and he does exactly that. Inspire, finding another kill, and he deals so much damage with his living artillery, and he is not running out of steam, and with steam I mean mana just yet. So even though we just lost somebody, I feel like as soon as the cooldowns are blown off by Babos, we do have a chance, right? But man, it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard for sure, but again, every even trade for now we take for sure. Again, we have the 5 grubbies, so a couple of grubbies will help out hitting this tower. We will potentially get this mid lane tower, and look, with that Karma and Kog'Maw poke combined. Again, we see it in chat as well. Waterflies, you know, my jungler for the team I'm playing for, he also agrees the draft, like the draft is insane for Foxnyr. They need to reach 3 items, and Babos shouldn't, like again on paper, shouldn't be able to do anything. Except if they are 1.5 items ahead per person, then it's gonna be rough. But yeah, again, the boys did. I'm gonna be honest, they did troll it a bit early game. We have to see if they can be resilient now. Continue trading 1-for-1s, get some kills on Inspire. We'll have that Sarah's Embrace soon. But yeah, have to see how things go.
We hope for the best, of course. We just have to make sure to stay really, really disciplined, to do not take any stupid engages. You know how it is in a Team Moxie, right? Guys, we really have to scale. We cannot take any engages. 5 seconds later. Oh well, but I thought he was out of position. Like, no. It do be happen like that, right? But or it do be like that. 418, but still, we were behind to 10k gold. Now we're only, you know, quote unquote, only behind 8k gold or like 9k. I still believe in the boys.
Yeah, again, as long as they don't lose the game all of a sudden, as you said, then it is gonna be winnable. They need to reach this specific item power spike.
Yeah. What should the
It's-
next
it looks
item
rough.
be, by the way, for Inspire?
For Inspire, he could go for the, what is it called? Deft. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, hello there. Nocturne, he cannot join the fight if he is the one getting caught, and this is an important one. Yes, we gave up mid lane wave for it, but Inspire will be able to just kill the wave in mid lane, clear the wave on bot lane. Now a Mental Fortress, Mentale Festung, is moving from the bot lane to the top lane. I don't think we have the damage, but all we want is just make sure that Connie has to step up here. Mental Fortress looking really strong here and just denying the Kog'Maw. Making sure he cannot join. And yeah, we didn't have the damage for the Nash, but I feel like it's okay trading some flashes for the Orianna flash again. That's always good.
Yeah, I mean, they managed to kill the Nocturne. They trade a couple of flashes for Orianna flash. On the other hand, we did get the Rumble flashes. So I think Rumble, I didn't really see what happened, but I think he flashed onto Inspire, trying to get him. Inspire just, I guess, ran away. I'm guessing. So we did manage to at least get 2 flashes there, and of course we got the kill. So overall, again, a pretty decent trade. We're holding on. The gold lead is slowly but surely closing. We're now at an 8k gold lead instead of a 10k. So we caught up a little bit. Now we have to see. The dragon is spawning soon. And I'm not 100% sure if we are ready to contest this. We might have to. We really need to get a pick, like, before the dragon spawns, basically. But we have the Karma. We have the Rakan. We have a lot of peel. Again, I'm gonna repeat what I said in draft. As long as we don't get one shot by the Orianna Shockwave, there should not be a way we lose a fight. Speaking of which...
Okay, mid lane, really strong engage. TP from Rumble coming here, but we got the shot down on Coney. Important one. The Nocturne jumping in, but he will not be too tanky for now. Will fall as well. Cerberus, he overstayed here. Maybe a little bit. He is the front line though. Really big shield from Darky. Shields himself, and then Kindu takes the Voice Seeker. Of course, stuff like that always happens. But yeah, again, we took 2 kills. No, but I'm thinking you feel free because you're also the one analyzing here. But what did we get? We got the stacks from the Magi's from Coney. That is a bit disrespectful, getting a Magi's, and he did get punished for it. So I like that. We did not get the dragon though, but we got 2 kills. Like, who is this favoring now?
100% us. Again, what I said in the early game, once they got that first Drake, they are allowed to lose those 3 Drakes now. It doesn't matter. The next one will be important. Even then, I don't think this soul is really what Babos wants into our team, especially as they are all kind of squishy anyways. They don't really have a tank that can really use the Mountain Soul stacking, right? So that's pretty good for us. And of course, we did get 2 kills. We got the 450 shutdown on Inspire from the Orianna as well. So it's basically we got 3 kills for 1.
Yeah, true.
I think we always take that. I mean, you saw last fight. I don't know if you saw when Karma shielded someone, they basically got a second health bar. Like, that's what I meant. If Orianna dies, the Orianna Shockwave only hit the Rakan and the Jarvan, if I'm not mistaken. As long as Orianna dies and they don't get a full wombo combo off, it's really hard for Babos to kill anyone from Foxnyr.
Paranoia getting used here, jumping in, getting a beautiful shockwave again. Gint with the killer instinct jumping in there, but is it enough? We are only having Darky alive at this point. How will also jump in and die. Those setups, Babos, they make it look so easy when they find engages like that.
Yeah, I am very surprised. For some reason, when Kindu is sleeping, he gets hit by the shockwave with his Xayah ult up, with barrier up, everything up. I don't know. Something feels very off. But again, nice try from the boys staying in this game. Unfortunate game number 1. Of course, it is a 2-game series, so we do have a second game to come back here. But yeah, again, I'm gonna be blunt and honest here. The guys need to wake up a little bit. Like I've said it, I didn't say it last week, I didn't say it the week before, but something feels off and they really need to fix it, I guess, as easy as that sounds. But yeah, I have full trust.
I feel like they looked way better last week, like on the last match day. Foxy looked really good, and yeah, as you said, something looks really off today. Like, I don't know, they just didn't play against that Orianna Nocturne combo for quite a while or something. You know, they got caught off guard quite a lot, and yeah, maybe first game of the day, had a rough work day, or, you know, who knows, whatever is happening in their lives right now. But yeah, you cannot have a great game every game, but what if you have a great game every second game, you know? Because that would mean next game is the one for our boys. But guys, I think after that one, we will head into a short break. I'll give us 5 minutes. And then we will be back. We will be refreshed. Do not forget to look at some cute kitty pictures in the break, you know, to get a mental reset. See you in 5.
Laters.
bass rock, bass rock, bass rock. DJ, give me that bass rock, that bass rock, that bass. DJ, give me that bass rock, bass rock, bass rock. DJ, give me that bass rock, that bass rock, that bass. DJ, give me that bass rock, bass rock, bass rock. DJ, give me that bass rock, that bass rock, that bass. DJ, give me that bass rock, bass rock, bass rock. DJ, give me that bass rock, that bass rock, that bass.
I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I said fire to the roof, boy. I might as well do it just a little bigger than. I said fire to the roof, boy. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I said fire to the roof, boy. I might as well do it just a little bigger than. I said fire to the roof, boy. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it.
We are back, everybody. And Moxie and I, we talked a little bit. And we just said, yeah, hopefully it was a warm-up game. We can all have bad games. And this was certainly one game where Foxnyr did not play their best game. We have seen better from them. We know they can play better. But the first game was not meant to be a tough one. A tough one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's one game, right? Again,
It's one game,
it's
yeah.
group phase. It's group phase from Prime League, right? So it's every game counts separately. So you don't get bonus points for winning 2 games, right? You don't get less points for. I mean, you get less points for losing, but you know what I mean, right? There's no negatives about losing 2 in a row or winning 2 in a row. That's what I mean. So every game counts separately. That's the good part. So just the boys need to get back into focus, back into the correct mindset, go into this next game ready, and you know, look at it as a new game. And again, I have full trust, but we really need to see a little bit of a wake up moment, a wake up call from the boys.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. But of course, I mean, they themselves know as well that the last game was kinda had some major and some minor mistakes. But again, it's only one game. I think it is time to just jump into the second one. And you know, Moxie, that's also a big skill, having a game like that and then still making sure to play your best game in the next one. And I think our boys are definitely capable of doing that.
Yeah, they're for 100%. They are for 100% able to do that. And again, I have full trust. They just need to get that one flickering light, one moment, you know, where I feel like the hype is missing. You know, I feel like the hunger is kind of missing, and they just need to rekindle that flame basically to get back into it. At least, again, that's what it feels like to me from the outside. And I'm not talking about me knowing anything from the inside. I'm really just talking about from the outside. And yeah, all the mistakes that we saw last game, I mean, they are mostly micro mistakes, right? It's mostly just, it feels like, it doesn't feel like they're making any macro mistakes, like as a team, or not as many or as big ones as the micro ones. It just feels like the way they're walking, the place where they're standing, the positioning, the just bad clicks overall, not reacting in time. It feels like all these kind of silly mistakes that are annoying to have, but on the other hand, also it should be easy to fix, you know. But again, like you said, days can be different, right? You can have a bad day, maybe, as you said, maybe someone had a really rough day at work or rough week at work, something like that. So we have to see. But let's just hope for the good side of these boys for game number 2, because I do believe if they draft like this again, if they manage to get a draft this again, they will be able to take it this time.
And hey, wonderful word. Just when you say the draft, they were actually jumping right into it, and there we are. We did swap the side, so Moxie, do you like swapping sides? Like after a win or after a lose, or what do you think? Like, what does it do to your mental?
I mean, I think swapping sides is good. Again, in this case, I am not sure it matters too much, because I think we just won draft, and again, it feels more like personal mistakes instead of a side or draft difference, right? But of course, it's a fresh side. It feels like a new game. It doesn't feel like the same game again. If you have one of those losses where shit just really goes wrong, if you want to say it that way, right? And sometimes if you stand in that same position again, it feels like you get some Vietnam flashbacks, some mental flashbacks basically. So it's always good to have a fresh perspective, see it from the other side, and maybe that will just be the little bit of thing they want or need. And we are going to see a Nocturne first pick. Yeah, Nocturne was in my opinion, pretty important part of the win. Let's see if Foxnyr is going to choose to try and deny the Orianna, or if they will give the Orianna back and play into that combo again.
Man, interesting draft though. They instantly make a statement. Hey, we have Nocturne now. We want to go for the same thing again. Will you let us? And Foxnyr says no. We will just pick the Orianna ourselves. But now the question is for me, Moxie. If you are Babos, if you first pick the Nocturne, then Foxnyr could pick the Orianna away. So they need to have a backup plan, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think they went into, I don't want to say the gamble, but also this forces the Orianna pick, right? This means
Jungle
Zyra.
Jungle Zyra.
Most likely gonna be jungle. We know Zerberus loves his AP picks in the jungle. But yeah, like I said, the good thing is for Babos, you force the Orianna pick, which means we're not able to abuse our huge flexibility, and it gives Babos the chance to counter, which for now at least it seems like it's gonna be the Xerath. I wonder if is that Xerath thing still possible? Where no wait, that was with Kayn, that wasn't with Nocturne. Never mind. I didn't say anything. Remember the thing where Kayn like ults a target, and then you can like spam your ult on Kayn as Xerath, and you like have an auto aim. If you saw that clip.
Oh yeah, you could just slow with Kayn and then ult into it, and yep, basically exactly that, because you would always perfectly hit the shot on the Kayn, and yeah, it is a well-known combo. And to be honest though, playing against Nocturne and Xerath, it still feels a bit annoying, right? When the paranoia goes on and you cannot really see anything anymore, then the Jinx Super Mega Dive Rocket can hit you, the Xerath right off the Arcane can hit you, and you still have to worry a bit about Nocturne. But again, that is only if they are ahead, or if they have a lot of items at least. And I don't think we want to get in that position again. So, yeah, interesting draft. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Xerath is always a bit annoying to play against, especially if you cannot see anything, right? In this case, we are going to see some support bans coming through on both sides. We get the Braum ban, which means Babos thinks of engage support for How. But two of those are going to be banned with the Nautilus and the Rel. Leona is still open. Leona is pretty decent into Xerath and Jinx, I would say. You can straight up ult. It looks like we are going to potentially go for the support counter pick. Or at least we are having some toxic top laners being offered right now. Literally.
Oh, literally.
We'll see if Hendrik would choose to go for something like that. And it will be the Alistar. So we are going to get one of the engage support that I was talking about. Brom is banned, so the main counter to Alistar is gone.
Yeah.
Actually, not too sure what is. I mean, something poke heavy is always good into Alistar. Of course, it also kind of widens your, the chance of you dying through the combo. You have to see what Babos chooses to go for here. If they will go for something poke heavy, it's going to be the Cassant. They will have a front line this time around. They will not be as squishy as they were last game with the Rumble top lane. But I think Cassant kind of has a hard time into, potentially a hard time into this comp. You have to walk through an Ezreal, Zyra plants everywhere, Orianna Ball. Could be hard. Would be surprised to see the Pyke, but also, it is one of Teasing's picks, so would not mind it, and we are going to see the Pyke. That is really cool.
Okay, we can start analyzing this hot mess of a draft. Because let's be honest, Pyke ADC, Pyke ADS, attack damage support, ADS, that has to be it. It's an interesting one in competitive play, and yeah, looking at the entire thing, looking at the draft again, I feel like for, how do I put it, on certain ranges, like if Babos wants to go in, then they will get outranged, but on like really high ranges where Xerath and Jinx can maybe help with ult, like almost globally speaking, maybe like that they can outrange. So I think the range dynamics are really interesting in that game, and I'm not too sure how to judge this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I personally prefer Foxnyr's draft again. I mean, I did it last game as well, right? We have a similar thing for Babos as last game, where this time it's the other way around. Xerath is the only AP champ. If Xerath falls behind, Babos is doomed. Like, no one is getting through this Malphite and Alistar. No one of Babos Gaming will get through those two champs. Especially with the Orianna behind, giving some shields and some speed ups here and there, right? So it seems hard, but Xerath is just not allowed to get ahead. Very important this time. Xerath no getting ahead, please. Thank you. And on the other hand, you have the Jinx, you have the Xerath, two pretty immobile, squishy champs, right? And you're playing against an Alistar, who basically has an unavoidable combo if you don't have flash, right? Or a Malphite, like, and you have Malphite Orianna combo. So you basically have the Nocturne combo, but a bit, I wouldn't say weaker, but a bit harder. Like you have to actually be close with Malphite, basically. So yeah, I personally, again, prefer Fox's draft. I did it last time as well. So I have to see if they can actually execute it this time, if they can, stay awake, focused, and can at least end today off on a win. Also quickly for everyone, the next game is also this week. It's going to be on Sunday. So they have 2 matches this week. That would be good to end it on a 1-1. To get a little bit of an upward cycle for Sunday's game.
100% have to agree with you, but it is only up to the squad to make magic happen. They are probably in the loading screen already. We ourselves are still in the spectator delay, of course. No, spectate abusing here, guys. No abusing le spectato potato. What is your thought on the Ezreal in this comp, by the way? I want to talk about Ezreal for a little bit.
I mean, I personally like it. I think you're already safe, right? That's the important part in this case. The only thing I'm a bit worried about is how Cassante is going to die. I kind of hope that Zyra can deal with him. That's like the main question to me. But overall, I do like it. It's a good pick into Pyke. It's a good pick into Jinx. It's good into Xerath, right? It's good into basically all of the enemy champions. I also kind of like the Alistar Pyke matchup, even though Pyke did get picked into the Alistar. Yeah, it did. So overall, I'm pretty happy. And Ezreal kind of allows Foxnyr to at least counter Xerath's poke a little bit. Have a little bit of poke on their own side. So I personally like it. It's a safe ADC. Of course, Saya was also safe and it didn't work out, but I believe in Henrik. I hope he got himself a little bit of energy or something, or threw some water on his face to wake up. And we got this.
Yeah, we are in the loading screen as well now. So that means it is time to join the Rift soon and see how the Babos versus Foxnyr Game 2 will turn its tides. I'm talking about it, guys. We are in the intro. Well, I can prepare everything. And let's hope Foxnyr gets a W, just like those little frogos are also just having a chill day, and that is a W to me. We are jumping into the game. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. It is going to be Foxnyr on red side this time. They are, of course, up against Babos again. Babos won the first game. Let's see if they can do it again, or if Foxnyr can get a hold and punish them for their greed.
Indeed. We got some wards placed on Foxnyr's side, actually. So they will spot this invade if Mentale Festung walks out, and he does indeed. So he is spotted. Also, the Xerath will be spotted. So they know about the invade, and Foxnyr chooses to stay.
Oh, interesting.
So does the Nocturne and the Xerath. So they might potentially just trade jungles here, or at least chicken camps. A little bit scared for Zyra, as you know, if Pyke moves there. I mean, as stupid as it sounds, but think if a level 2 Pyke moves into this jungle, he can potentially just 1v1 the Zyra. I'm a little bit worried about that one.
It depends where on. It depends what her cooldowns are in that exact moment. So you have to be a little bit lucky, I'd say.
Yeah, understandable. We see Xerath hovering towards the bot side, trying to make sure that if anything happens, he is ready to move. But for now, it does seem like we are just going to split the map. And I think, to be fair, this map split favors us quite a lot. Because bot lane is the volatile lane in this case. You know, Malphite, Cassante both don't really, you know, they don't really care that much, right? Even if Malphite dies, he doesn't really care. He will still have that unstoppable force. Oh, Zyra already kind of hovering towards bot side.
Yeah, just poking a
That's
little
jungle.
bit. Yeah. No, go on, sir. You know, just I had to play by play that one little planty there. You know, just going like pew pew, and then that was about it.
I fully understand. But again, I think this cross map is really good for us. Because again, kind of denying this bot lane versatility, the proactiveness of the Pyke, right? Or potentially looking for a dive with the Alistar is of course a really big angle. And also, if you can get Alistar on the map, you can kind of deny Xerath potentially. You can look for a nice little mid lane roam. You already saw Inspire doing good work against the Xerath, making sure, yeah, as you can see right there, losing a lot of HP. Dark does not have the right skin. That is very unfortunate.
No, we actually have the Faker skin, bro. We have the $500 skin. Think about it. Faker always chooses no skin, so the only correct one.
Very true. Very true. Now we see both junglers finish their first rotation. Zyra choosing to go back, while Nocturne, I don't want to say greeds because he's not really. I don't know if he's being greedy. I'm not a jungler main, but he chooses to go for another scuttle. Will look to punish Inspire here.
Oh, Inspire, he will just flash instantly. I like that. I like that decision. Don't try to... Zerberus was in range, right? Kind of. So don't try to outplay it or anything. Just play it safe, play it slow. So I like it.
Yeah, I think if you get hit by the Xerath stun there, you 100% just die. Because the Nocturne gets in range to use his tether on you, right? And then even if you flash, you will still get feared. And I think Inspire would have been in a really bad position there. Now he takes a lot of damage to get that cannon minion, which I understand, you know, important. Oh, in time. Can you get it? He does. Scary.
I also love the meta joke from Henkindo, how he took a sleepover skin right now, you know, how do we put this, you know? He is starting to wake up, you know, because the sleep party is over. And he's signalizing that with his pick and with his skin. He could have gone for like a smoother skin, but nope. He knew what he was doing. And that means so far, it looks solid for us. Like in the first game, Kog'Maw was a bit behind in CS. And this time we are actually ahead in CS, except for top lane. And, you know, like, yeah, we are 200 gold behind in top lane, but that means we are 200 gold ahead on other lanes.
Yeah, for sure. So far so good. Everything is okay. I once again think we outscale by a lot, actually, this time around. I mean, of course, Jinx is really strong, but she does not have the best team for her, I would say. She doesn't really have that much peel or anything. The only real peel she has is Cassandra, I guess. And technically Nocturne. But, you know, if you have a Malphite flying at you, a Shockwave, you gotta dodge and everything, I don't think that should be enough to really keep you alive. But I think we do outscale. So everything, every second of nothing happening that passes, we are very happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just hitting each other. The Darky gets the cannon, that's important.
Seismic shard for the cannon. That is the Malphite gameplay that we like to see. And also, did you know that you hear different music when you play against Pyke, depending on if you are in death from below execute range or not?
Yeah, I actually knew that.
I know that many people do not know that, so...
Yeah, fair. I'm going for that little bit of, I don't want to call it lore, because it's not really lore, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's knowledge
Information.
about... Yeah. Information that will not matter for a lot of games. What will matter though is that a hook connects. Even more important, How is here. Dragon is taken. How flashing out. Does not hurt too much because he does run the Hex Flash rune. So yeah, we got the Dragon though. And again, I like how this one is looking so far. Yeah, 100%. We are maybe a little bit... Oh, this is interesting. Okay, nothing happening there. Yeah, we are a little bit behind on gold, but we are ahead in objective, so we take those.
Yeah, again, the longer we can delay the game, I think, in my opinion, the better. Dark needs to be a little bit careful. The all-out will get used. If he just unstoppable forces his way out of there, everything is a-okay. In the meantime, teasing bots. Zerberus with his scrying bloom, I think? Scrying orb bloom or something?
You mean the Oracle lens?
That's...
You mean the sweeper?
Yeah, I meant sweeper.
Oracle lens.
Wasn't it called scrying something at some point?
No, that's the... Do you mean the plant?
I wanna Google this now. I don't believe. Game is this.
Okay, I am believing in the bot lane gank though. Alistar, beautiful headbutt to maybe get out, but nope. Gint with the level 6, looking too strong. And what? Oh well, interesting execute on top lane. So what is your research saying?
I'm still looking. It is something. Oh, it's the blue. It's the far side orb. It's actually called scrying orb.
Oh yeah, that's the blue one, exactly. Not the red one. I always buy the red one as jungler, so Oracle Lens. I know that one by heart.
Why do I think it's scrying orb?
You know, the thing is, you know, back in the day, like Season 1, Season 2, when every jungler had to buy an Oracle, you know, for 400 gold, to then give True Sight. And then you bought Heart of Gold as well, and Philosopher's Stone, and... yeah, I know where... Yeah, Grandpa, you know, you forgot to take your meds again, and... But, you know, that it's the same thing. Just this time it is a lens that does the thing instead of the Oracle that costs 400 gold. Anyways, coming back into our current timeline. Maxi, what are you thinking about current game? And, you know, you can be honest. Are you thinking like, man, we are behind 1.5k again? Why? Or are you like, it's still fine?
Look, I'm a Veigar player, right? I like myself some Veigar. And one of my things I always said... I always say every game is as long as it's only the ADC that is fed, it doesn't matter. Because an ADC can get one shot. especially in this game. Again, you're playing against a Malphite, against an Alistar, who can, I don't want to say build full armor, but they can almost build full armor, you know. You will play against multiple Ninja Tabbies at least. You can see Darky already going for the Sunfire, which will, I don't want to say make him unkillable already for the Jinx, but make it close at least. And again, if you don't have Flash as Jinx, Malphite ult lands on you, there's nothing much you can really do. Especially with the amount of peel you have this game.
Oh, Cerberus flashing aggressively, but will not get the needed root here. So no summoners used. Sadly, that was a little loose here. The question, the mind game now is though, what the Nocturne doing and what the Coney doing? Nocturne using the Paranoia. Cerberus not on bot lane anymore, so that means the cow is just pretty dead to me.
Yeah, I mean, again, a little bit of a greedy step up from Foxnyr. I don't think they really had a reason to walk into jungle there. You know that the enemies know that Zyra is most likely back, right? Of course, it was still a little bit of a gamble, but then you shouldn't play into river at that point. You would back off towards the tower, nothing would have happened, unfortunately. They did choose to step up. Luckily, it is only... Oh, actually, top lane. Wait a minute.
Top lane. This could be a win for Darky. Mentale Festung ghosting and running away. But can we see something on mid lane? How has flash up. He was thinking about it, but of course he also has to respect teasing here. He does have the death from below available now. Cerberus is getting spotted. Hook will not connect, and that means teasing can just walk out of there. Inspire will take a ton of poke. Oh, is he fine? He will flash the last one. I'm not sure if that would have killed. No! Never mind. Gint with the beautiful rocket here gets the kill.
Yeah, nice shot from Gint. Nothing to really say about that. Again, it feels like just a little bit of unnecessary overstepping. But yeah, I'm not sure what to say. So far, everything is still looking fine. It's not too big of a gold lead, 2,500 right now. Again, we got that first Drake, so we managed to slow down that part. We got 3 grubbies as well, so it's not 6 grubbies on either side. So now everything is a-okay, and we are gonna have a Infernal Soul for the last one. Of course, if Babos gets that Infernal Soul, the Seraph will start to hurt a lot. Let's hope that he doesn't. The Jinx is pretty strong though. Again, it's the one champion I am fine with being fed, in my opinion. But still, it's not something you want to see, of course.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one, honestly. Because I feel like you also do not want... Oh, really nice Arcane Shift cancel. You really do not want to give away a single Infernal Dragon, right? Because then Jinx and especially Coney on the Xerath, they will hurt just so much more. And I think it's pretty bad for us that it is an Infernal Dragon, but what can you do? On the other hand, if we get it ourselves, that means just insane AP and AD boosts for Cerberus, Inspire and Henkindu, so let's hope we get 1 or 2 before Babos get the soul and are able to just get a ton of extra stats. But of course, it's not only about the dragon. We are also happy to have traded the Void Grubbies, being free. As you said, Moxie, we are a-okay right now, but we have to get it together right now. Oh, talking about getting it together? Nope. That is just the Nocturne factor. Paranoia, and you cannot do anything without Flash.
Yeah, nothing much for Inspire to do there. He saw death in the face and it killed him, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Mark needs to be careful. All out. Oh, actually, managed to somehow not get taken over. Doesn't get taken into Narnia.
Remake? Anyone? Remake? Anyone? Okay, how looking for something on bot. He will go in there with his ult, so he's tanky AF. But now the Arcane Shift will find Cerberus. And honestly, I just said we gotta keep it together. But man, it is a disaster right now. Because suddenly, The gold lead is massive. And Kindu, can he get a kill? He's dancing! He's trying so hard and he gets the kill here onto Teasing. So that is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, that he actually managed to get a kill there is
Darky!
very important.
Survive! Ah, the stone will get felt, destroyed, exploded. There. You can still hear me. Oh well, stream was dead for a second. Apparently.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, it was indeed. You didn't miss that much. You know, we got the kill. Nice shockwave from Inspire. Managed to get a lot of poke down. Now Teasing going back in. He will not have enough damage for Inspire though, and the rocket does also not hit. Which means another kill goes over. Ezreal ult flying in. Jin will not get hit. Does get hit by the plant though. Will Orianna find something? He will not. Jin walks away with 1 HP. Now for some reason there's a flanking Seraph. Orianna trying to get away. He will fall, but Cerberus finds a combo onto Seraph. Now Alistar trying to do his best to keep the Cassandra away. Cassandra making sure the Seraph can just wall away. Cerberus taking another big chunk.
So close.
Seraph not burning down Mentalifester, now taking a lot of damage from Ezreal though. Malphite trying to peel the Ezreal, but will be able to actually keep him away.
Will he die to the right of the arcade? Will he? I was nice a bit, but the Raptors!
Chickens!
No, he will die! Are you kidding me? What? What? No. What is going on? Come on, that was so unlucky. That was not needed.
That was a fight of millimeters or inches or whatever you want to call it. Oh, we actually have Shockwave back up again.
Oh, Inspire, he could be able to find the kill.
Damage.
Yeah, Gint jumping out of there, but it means Teasing will pay with his life. Again, it is something that we are taking. We still have some time to scale. We are behind 8k. 8k is a lot. But we can just try to chill to get second items. Inspire even went for the scaling option with his items.
I did go for scaling indeed. And we did get the flash from Jinx. So next fight, in the meantime, do Cerberus and How have enough damage to seal this Nocturne.
They do 100% shut down. Cerberus will get pushed away, will get shoved away. Really good stuff though from Foxnyr now. Really solid stuff. Gint has to use barrier to not die. Darky no ult, but he can just slap the opposition. And finally, we are finding success. A triple kill for the stone for Darky. And you know what? Why not get a triple kill on that man?
Finally, it seems like the foxes have awoken from their den. Seems like they are looking to end today on a high note. Fire trying to find Seraph.
Oh, really good shockwave! Let's go! And this is another shutdown for Kindu. That's exactly what we need.
That's what we need indeed. We need to be careful though. Teasing is almost in range of executing Inspire. Trying to look for that little bit of damage. No Jinx ult up right now to make sure Inspire is low enough. Really nice. Really nice couple events right there. From a really close fight to an absolute domination almost, you could say. Now the gold lead is only at about 4k, which is, I don't want to say irrelevant, but at this point of the game it is not that much. We are slowly but surely crawling back into this one. Darky now getting close to unkillable, can tank towers for days. Ezreal also finishing the second item. Inspire scaling up with his Rod of Ages, and Seraph's completed as well now, so he does have that extra shield. And also Cerberus with the Void Staff done, knowing he will be the only one to really kill the Cassandra, so he makes sure that he can do that with the Void Staff. Of course, the Seraph is still very scary. He does have the Magi's again, with no stacks this time around. I don't know if he just lost them before, or if he, didn't have any yet, or just bought it. But yeah, things looking good, slowly but surely. Let's see if they can finish this game off.
14-10, and as you said, Moxie, The gold lead is on Babos' side, of course. They even have one dragon advantage, and I might say, you know, combat dragons, and they matter a lot in this game. We do have some utility though, with the extra movement speed from the Cloud Dragon. And what is the play here? Are we actually looking for an Ashe? Are we looking for a bait? I'm not sure. Connie does have TP. This has to be a decisive move now.
Ashe is very scary. We got a nice flank from Mentale Festung. Of course, if Nocturne uses Paranoia, all vision is lost. Now how trying to make sure Mentale Festung cannot really do anything. Ezra ult.
Okay, we are looking for the engage here. We are finding a lot of damage on Connie. Gint has to be stopped as well, though Cerberus is dead. Henkindu being alive means we still have the damage. Meanwhile, Inspire finds a double kill. Henkindu, such a tough opponent. Mentale Festung will be so low himself, but Gint going absolutely crazy here. Darky so tanky, but he might as well be dead by now. Inspire in a 1v2, and he's looking for something. Flashing forward, getting Timon's flash now, has to run away. Make sure to not die, not getting hit by the Zap. That is really important. And now he's looking for a backport here. They call it a draw. And again, not not too crazy of a goal difference now. The only important thing that was swapped around are the Summoner's cooldowns.
Yeah, Seraph not having flash for the next fight means he will be very... It will be a juicy target for the Malphite ult, of course. On the other hand, Foxnyr, no flash at all. Important enough though, Jinx. Still has both summoners up. Still A-okay for next fight. And you saw what Cassante could do there. Cassante almost kind of unkillable, making sure he almost solo won them the fight. Now Seraph looking for a little poke ult. Question is how much will he really find. Cerberus will hit a little bit. I think the call from Babos is also Cerberus is the main target for now, because he's the only one that can really deal with Cassante. Cassante takes a lot of damage here. So does Foxnyr though.
That is true. Oh man, look at the poke from Connie. It is so annoying, and as long as he has mana, he has the means to just be annoying. It's an interesting macro move now, trading mid lane turret and... trading mid lane prio, because there is no mid lane turret, that's what I wanted to say. There's always a viable move. Now we can maybe try to find an engage. Maybe not let Babos close the scissors, as we say it in German, you know. Not let them flank successfully. Mentale Festung is in mid lane, chopping it out, and that means we take this as the opportunity to start with the dragon. Teasing, dropping kinda low. How struggling as well, though he flashes, he goes in. Paranoia is going down. How will be the target for now, because he was super low. Now right off the arcane trying. They get the steal on the dragon. The nerfs are showing. Inspire and Cerberus, really good shockwave, but he will not die. He will finally die from the burn, but Darky, the only one left, and in a 1 against 3, even though he is basically unkillable, triple kill for Teasing now. And I'm so annoyed, Moxie. The dragon cannot go to Babos.
Yeah, the fight, I mean, it would have been okay if we get that dragon there. I mean, of course, not the best, but it would at least be like a condolence prize. But in this case, we kind of lose everything, which is really unfortunate. We managed to get the Jinx. Jinx didn't use flash, so she will still have flash up for next fight, which is also horrible. Seraph will have flash up as well. This does mean that the Foxnyr boys will also have their flashes up soon, but I think the flashes on Seraph and Jinx are so much more important than the ones on Foxnyr's side. Yeah, they just could not connect. The calls were split. No, Inspire trying to make sure Teasing could not really do anything in that fight, right? Forcing him out at the start. And how looking for a desperate engage, because he kind of had to. They were being poked down, they were being chunked down permanently, right? You have to look for something. But everyone was stuck in chompers, couldn't really follow up. The Paranoia also making sure that, yeah, no one really saw what the hell was going on. And now Inspire
Inspire might be in trouble here. And yeah, not much to say about this one. He is not with his team. He tried to fix the side waves, and this means Nocturne is like yummy free food if you are this ahead, of course. You cannot just take Nash in the meantime, and that is a huge problem.
Okay, so the good thing, in my opinion, for Foxnyr here in this Nash stand down, if you want to call it like that, right? Is I think Zyra is very, very obnoxious to play against if you are standing in Nash pit tanking the Baron. How needs to be careful though. He's taking a lot of, in my opinion, unnecessary damage right now. Like the Warmog.
He is ghosting forward and he wants to get in there before they get poked down. How still kind of low, uses his unbreakable will be tanky for a while, but that means Metallefestung is just jumping in, going over the wall, seizing on a rampage. We get the shutdown from Cerberus though, but it will not be enough to stop the 200 years balance nightmare K Sante. We still have the ult combination, and even though we can jump away, we can use a really good shockwave. We are just 2 behind in gold and dragons and everything to make something happen here. Inspire getting drawn into Metallefestung here by his Q3. And under the turret does not even bother Metallefestung anymore. And I hate to say it, but man, this looks kinda over.
It's not yet over quite yet. It's over once the Nexus explodes, but yeah, it's starting to slip. It's starting to become shaky. It's just so hard. Ezreal could not... Ezreal was untouched, but he was just not able to really do anything that fight. He was stuck between 2 fronts. In the meantime, I think it was Inspire who had taken to Narnia, couldn't really join and do anything either. Really nice engage from Dark. He found the 2-man... I think the 3-man knock-up actually on all 3 carries. If you count Pyke as a carry, right? But unfortunately, him alone, he couldn't really do that much. Yeah, it's a hard game, but... no, that's it's a hard game. Cassandra doing Cassandra things.
Yeah, it is a super hard one, because as we talk about it being hard, our smite just leaves the map for an entire minute, and this is not what we want to see. When the Nashor is up, when the Dragon is up, it is just so tough right now.
Yeah, Foxnyr chooses to not use anything to keep that everything up for that Dragon that is respawning, because that's the one they really have to fight now. Again, still all sums on both the Jinx and the Xerath, so it will be really hard for Darky to find some. Ezreal chooses to go in aggressive. Shockwave.
Has to flash.
Orianna tried to find the Pyke. Unfortunately, Shockwave just missed, which basically means the Dragon will also be lost.
Oh no! How survives for now? Will he die? Nah, he has enough heals. He has enough shields. The rocket! Are you kidding me, though? Are you... like... oh, man. This global stuff. It is so hard to play against it. Meanwhile, you cannot be alone on bot lane. Even the turret does not protect you. Timon, too scary right now. And Inspire... he can survive for longer, but he cannot survive the onslaught that is Babos right now.
Yeah. I don't really have that much to add. A bit of an unfortunate situation, right? All the towers, all the inhibs, everything is crumbling. The Xerath is doing so much damage and Kindo losing half his HP by 1 Xerath Q. Even Darky, I mean, you can see he's tanky against all the AD champs, but...
can we defend this? Just maybe get a shutdown or something. We have 2 turrets, but the turrets are not helping. If Babos is so strong into the game. The Zap even kills Hank Kindu here. And the GGs are getting called in the chat. Sadly, today was not the day that we hoped for.
Indeed. But nothing much to do about it. The boys will have 3 more matches to try and make sure that they can hold their position in Division 3. But yeah, GG's to Babos. You know, it was a fun Swiss derby. I'm happy that you know, if we lose, it's at least against a Swiss team. You know, so again, really, really unfortunate, but they tried. They held on for a long time, even though they were really, really far behind. At least game 1 right. Game 2 went a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. But unfortunately, at some point, the shakiness, the nerves just came through. And yeah, nicely played by Babos. That's all I can really say.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Babos played this one really well. They basically played the same team comp as well for 2 games. And it just worked for them. So why not run it again and take another game of us. But yeah, we have to go back to the drawing board. We have to prepare for the next encounter, which will be on the weekend. So guys, make sure to follow the socials down there to know when the match will happen, like 100% definitely. Until then, I don't think we have too much more to add. Babos was the better team today. It happens. Somebody has to lose and somebody will win, right? Let's hope the next time our boys are going to be the winners. And let's hope we can keep the spot in Division 3. That is the goal of this season's journey. And I hope you observe. Yeah. Maxi, you can have the last words for now.
Yeah, no, I mean, thank you everyone for joining in as always. You know, even in these dire times, if you want to say it that way. You know, we had a great run. I'm really happy with everything we have achieved so far, and I feel the utmost certainty that we are going to achieve way, way more in the future. I just ask from everyone to not stop with the support towards the boys. You know, we have some rough days, some rough weeks. It happens. It happens to all of us. We've all been there. Don't lose faith. Keep supporting everyone, and I hope to see you guys in the next stream again on Sunday, most likely. Sunday at 5 o'clock. Not 100% sure, but as Alisson already said, keep an eye on the socials. Brain went, keep an eye on the socials, and you will know when we are going to play. So thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful second half of the week. And enjoy the European Cup. You know, Switzerland. Cheer on for Switzerland. Cheer on for the Netherlands. You know, my roots. Yeah, that's all I got.
Guys, have a great one. Bye-bye.